Title: Whispers of the Heart. Chapter 1: A Chance Encounter. In the bustling city of New York, amidst the cacophony of honking horns and hurried footsteps, Olivia Harper found solace in the quiet corners of her favorite bookstore. Nestled in a narrow alley, the literary haven was a sanctuary for those who cherished the written word. Olivia, with her love for classic literature, spent her weekends perusing its shelves, losing herself in the stories of Jane Austen, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and the Bronte sisters. One rainy Saturday afternoon, as Olivia reached for a worn copy of Pride and Prejudice, her hand brushed against another's. Startled, she looked up to see a pair of deep brown eyes staring back at her. The eyes belonged to a tall, handsome man with a charming smile. "Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you," he said, his voice warm and soothing. "I'm Ethan, by the way." "Olivia," she replied, a shy smile playing on her lips. "Looks like we have the same taste in books." Ethan chuckled. "Seems like it. Do you mind if I join you for a coffee? I'd love to hear your thoughts on Austen." Olivia hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "Sure, why not?" As they settled into a cozy corner of the bookstore's cafe, they discovered their shared passion for literature. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, and by the time they parted ways, Olivia felt a connection she couldn't quite explain. Chapter 2: Blossoming Affection. Over the next few weeks, Olivia and Ethan's chance encounter turned into regular coffee dates at the literary haven. They spent hours discussing books, sharing stories from their lives, and learning more about each other. Olivia learned that Ethan was an aspiring writer, working on his first novel, while Ethan discovered Olivia's dream of opening her own bookstore one day. Their bond deepened with each meeting, and soon, their friendship blossomed into something more. One evening, as they walked through Central Park, Ethan took Olivia's hand in his. "Olivia, I know we've only known each other for a short time, but I feel like I've known you forever," Ethan confessed, his eyes locking with hers. "I think I'm falling in love with you." Olivia's heart skipped a beat. She had been feeling the same way, but hadn't found the courage to say it. "I feel the same way, Ethan," she whispered, her cheeks flushing with happiness. Ethan smiled, pulling her into a gentle embrace. "Then let's take this journey together." Chapter 3: Trials and Tribulations. As their relationship grew, so did the challenges they faced. Ethan's writing career began to take off, demanding more of his time and energy. He often found himself buried in deadlines and book tours, leaving little time for Olivia. Despite her understanding nature, Olivia couldn't help but feel a growing distance between them. One evening, as Ethan prepared for yet another trip, Olivia couldn't hold back her frustration any longer. "Ethan, we hardly spend time together anymore. I miss you." Ethan sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I know, Olivia, but this is my dream. I thought you understood." "I do understand," Olivia replied, tears welling up in her eyes. "But I don't want to lose us in the process." Their argument left both feeling hurt and uncertain. Ethan left for his trip, and Olivia found herself questioning their future. She threw herself into her work, hoping to find clarity amidst the chaos. Chapter 4. Rediscovery. Days turned into weeks, and the distance between Olivia and Ethan grew. One evening, as Olivia was closing up the bookstore where she worked, she received a package. Inside was a beautifully bound manuscript with a note from Ethan. "Olivia, this is for you. My heart and soul are in these pages. I hope it helps you understand how much you mean to me. Love, Ethan." Olivia's hands trembled as she opened the manuscript and began to read. It was Ethan's novel, a story of love, sacrifice, and redemption. As she turned the pages, she saw glimpses of their own relationship woven into the narrative. By the time she finished, tears were streaming down her face. Determined to mend their relationship, Olivia booked a flight to the small town where Ethan was holding his latest book signing. When she arrived, she found him surrounded by fans, signing copies of his book. Their eyes met across the room, and in that moment, everything else faded away. "Ethan," Olivia called out, her voice steady despite her racing heart. Ethan looked up, surprise and relief washing over his face. "Olivia, what are you doing here?" "I read your book," she said, stepping closer. "I understand now. I'm sorry for not being more supportive. I love you, Ethan." Ethan's eyes softened as he took her hands in his. "I love you too, Olivia. I'm sorry for neglecting us. Let's find a way to make this work." Chapter 5. A New Chapter. With renewed determination, Olivia and Ethan set out to rebuild their relationship. They made compromises, ensuring they had time for each other amidst their busy schedules. Ethan's success continued to grow, and Olivia's dream of opening her own bookstore became a reality with Ethan's unwavering support. On a sunny afternoon, surrounded by friends and family, Ethan proposed to Olivia in the very bookstore where they had first met. With tears of joy, she said yes, knowing their love had withstood the tests of time and distance. Years later, as they sat together in their cozy bookstore, Olivia resting her head on Ethan's shoulder, they knew they had found something truly special. Their love story, filled with passion, challenges, and unwavering commitment, was a testament to the power of love and the magic of second chances. And so, with hearts full of love and dreams fulfilled, Olivia and Ethan lived happily ever after, forever cherishing the whispers of the heart that had brought them together.